Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the SMC Global Securities Limited's Q3 FY22 earnings conference call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star and 0 on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Anuj Sonpal from Valorum Advisors. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to you all. My name is Anuj Sonpal from Valorum Advisors. We represent the investor relations of SMC Global Securities Limited. On behalf of the company, I would like to thank you all for participating in the company's earnings call for the third quarter of financial year 2022. Before we begin, let me mention a short cautionary statement. Some of the statements made in today's earnings call may be forward-looking in nature. Such forward-looking statements are subject to risks and uncertainties which could cause actual results to differ from those anticipated. Such statements are based on management's beliefs as well as assumptions made by and information currently available to management. Audiences are cautioned not to place any undue reliance on these forward-looking statements in making any investment decisions. The purpose of today's earnings conference call is purely to educate and bring awareness about the company's fundamental business and financial quarter under review. Now, let me introduce you to the management participating with us in today's earnings call and give it over to them for opening remarks. Firstly, we have with us Mr. Subhash Agarwal, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Mahesh Gupta, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Ajay Garg, Director and CEO, Mr. Himanshu Gupta, Director, SMC Global Securities and Director of and CEO of Moneywise Financial Services, Mr. D.K. Agarwal, Chairman and Managing Director of SMC Investments and Advisors and SMC Capital, Mr. Anurag Bansal, Director of SMC Global Securities and SMC Capital, Mr. Pranay Agarwal, Director and CEO of Moneywise Finvest Limited, and finally Mr. Vinod Jamal, President and Group Chief Financial Officer. Now, I request Mr. Subhash Agarwal to give his opening remarks. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Anuj. Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure to welcome you all to the earnings conference call for the third quarter of financial year 2022. Firstly, let me wish you all a happy new year, and I hope that everyone is keeping safe and well. Let me start by giving some background about our company for the sake of those who are joining this call for the first time, so to bring everybody in the same page. SMC Global Securities Limited was established in 1994 by myself and Mr. Mahesh Gupta, who is the current Vice Chairman and Managing Director. Over the years, the company has grown into a diversified financial services company, offering a wide spectrum of services like brokerage, investment banking, wealth management, distribution of financial products, financing, insurance broking, clearing and depository services, fixed income securities, financial advisory services to corporate institutions, high net worth individuals and other retail clients. On broking side, the company operates on all major stock and commodity exchanges in the country, including those in GIFT City, Gujarat. The company has taken membership of the International Bullion Exchange at IFSC GIFT City on 12 January 2022 and has also registered an alternate investment fund thereon on 28 December 2021. We have a strong network of more than 2,680 sub-brokers and authorized persons spread across more than 550 cities in India, thereby servicing approximately 19 lakh unique clients. Also, as a clearing member, we are serving over 300 trading members of different stock and commodity exchange. Over the years, we have also launched various innovative digital technology-enabled capabilities to offer best-in-class products and services. We launched our discount broking arm in 2019 under the brand name of Stockcard, which is a first of its kind platform in the broking industry, where customers are charged only for their profitable transactions. With this, we are present in both business models of broking, that is relationship-based broking, as well as maximizing our presence in the discount and online broking space. Lastly, the company is governed by a strong board, including 6 independent directors of high standing and is run by a highly qualified and experienced management team. We have had a consistent track record and are well positioned for continued growth in the coming years with our established presence, track record, and by embracing the latest technology. I now hand over to Mr. Vinod Jhamar, our Group CFO, to take you through the financial and operational performance for the third quarter of financial year 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Suhas. Good evening, everyone. Talking about the financial performance for Q3 FY22 of our company on a consolidated basis, the operating income for the quarter was INR 287 crores, an increase of approximately 21% year-on-year. Operating EBITDA was reported at INR 65.11 crores, an increase of approximately 44% year-on-year, and the EBITDA margin stood at 22.72%. Net profit after tax reported was INR 50.41 crores, while the PAT margin was 17.59%. For the 9 months of FY22, the operating income was INR 782 crores, an increase of 24% year-on-year. Operating EBITDA reported was approximately INR 178 crores, an increase of approximately 36% year-on-year. And the EBITDA margin stood at 22.72%. Net profit after tax was reported at approximately INR 117 crores, an increase of 73% year-on-year, while the PAT margin percentage was 14.98%. Let me now take you through quarterly segmental performance on a consolidated basis for third quarter. In the broking, distribution and trading segment, the revenue for the quarter was INR 203 crores, an increase of 47% compared to the same period last year. The EBIT for this segment was INR 62.5 crores, which doubled from INR 31 crores on a year-on-year basis. Overall, the market conditions continue to remain buoyant. It is important to note that number of clients have consistently increased over last many years. Coming to the insurance broking division, the revenue of quarter recorded was INR 82.5 crore, which increased by 2.2% on year-on-year basis. The EBIT was approximately INR 3.7 crore, which increased by 270% year-on-year. Revenue and EBIT on Q-on-Q basis increased due to uptick in vehicle sales in festive season, resulting in higher motor insurance premium. In the financing division segment, the revenue for the quarter was INR 23.5 crores, an increase of about 5% on a year-on-year basis. The EBIT for quarter was approximately INR 12 crores, an increase of about 21% on a year-on-year basis. Revenue has decreased on a Q-on-Q basis with decrease in average loan book size to INR 518 crores from 529 crores in the previous quarter. However, EBIT has increased due to improvement in asset quality, requiring lower impairment provisions. GNPA and NNPA have reduced to 2.55% and 1.61% respectively, from 2.9% and 2.2% in the previous quarter. With this, we can now open the floor for the question and answer session. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. Participants who wish to ask a question may kindly press *1 on your touchtone telephone. If you wish to withdraw yourself from the question queue, you may press *2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Kindly press *1 to ask a question. We have the first question from the line of Varun Shivram, an individual investor. Kindly proceed.
Yeah, hello sir. Good evening, sir. First of all, congratulations on a very healthy set of numbers. My first question would be for Mr. Himanshu on the NBFC business. Can you explain why the loan book size has degrown? And also, could you talk about what the management is doing to strategically revive this business?
Yeah, hi, this is Himanshu Gupta. So, basically, as we know, during the COVID period, we had increased our focus more on the collection side, and we have been continuously seeing better portfolio quality over the period. Let me give you some figures. in the last quarter, our collection efficiency was close to 100%, as compared to about 98.5% in the previous quarter, and which was about 95% in quarter one. So there has been steady improvement in the collection efficiency, which is also visible in our gross NPA numbers, which have come down to 2.5% as against 2.9% in the previous quarter. So one is that due to the more focus on the collection as compared to the disbursement. However, even on the disbursement front, we did a disbursement of about 95 crores in this quarter. And the good is that we are able to do higher disbursement, particularly on the retail front, which was about 73 crores in this quarter as compared to 63 crores previous quarter and 54 crores in the quarter one. So as per the trend, we would be now, we see there would be a growth in the loan book. And just to add, we are also going to add some additional product line, which is gold loan, which we expect to kick off during this particular quarter. And we are also planning to enter into some co-lending partnerships, so that will also give boost to the loan book in coming times.
Okay, thank you, sir. So I have few follow-up questions. So your provisions have come down. So what is the outlook on NPAs? Like when will they come down to normalized levels going forward?
So NPAs are pretty much under control now. We see some slippages during the lockdown period, particularly in the first lockdown and little bit in the second lockdown. Now we have seen sharp recovery post the economy opening up. So we expect that the portfolio quality to remain healthy going forward as well.
Okay. And sir, my last question would be, sir, could you elaborate on our loan book bifurcation as to what kind of products we have there? And what is our strategy here? Are we more focused on the MSME, or is there any other differentiation strategy compared to other NBFCs? We are just dependent on our relations from other businesses to cross-sell and grow this? What is the strategy going here?
Okay, so strategy would be, we fundamentally believe we have to keep the book diversified. We have, as of now, close to 25,000 customers. So primarily we want to focus on retail. Within the retail also, we are diversifying through the product mix that we have. As of now, we have about 69% of our products which are catering to SME segments, and about 28% book which is catering to other NBFCs for onward lending, and that is capital market book. And even in these products, we are further diversifying. For example, in SME, we have multiple product lines like loan against property, equipment loans, and unsecured loans. Further, as a further diversification strategy, we are opening up some new geographies. As of now, we are concentrated in Delhi NCR and Mumbai region, if I talk about the retail portfolio. Over the last few quarters, we have added additional geographies which are now started to give additional business, like Rajasthan and Punjab geographies, and a few more we are planning to add. So that is the primary strategy as far as the asset side is concerned. And as I also told you earlier, we are adding few product lines like gold loan, which we plan to start during this quarter.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, if you wish to ask a question, kindly press star 1. The next question is from the line of Tejas Shah from Unique Stock Pro. Kindly proceed.
Yeah. We are looking at how is the broking business, which is a core business, doing? If you can elaborate.
Yeah, good evening. This is Ajay Garg, Director and CEO SMC Global. What is your specific question?
Are we looking at growing in broking business? Because I think the revenues are not growing that great as the market is doing or as the competition is doing.
As far as broking is concerned, as market is going, even the broking business is also going. If you talk of the turnover, we are in line with the turnover as compared to the market. So we are maintaining around 2% turnover in equity and F&O, and around 3% turnover market share into our commodities and currencies. So it is in line with the market. And even if you talk of the number of clients, in 9 months we have added more than 95,000 accounts in last 9 months. So almost 10 to 11,000 new accounts we are adding on month-on-month basis. And revenues are, if you talk of the trading and distribution business, almost 73% of the revenue is coming from the broking segment. Yeah.
Okay, but okay, and how do we plan to grow insurance business, because that is looking good in terms of broking, commissioning, or what we do?
In insurance business, we are doing well. We are selling Kia Motors, Honda cars, and all other products in insurance business, life, non-life. So our figures are good. In this quarter, insurance we can just give me a minute. Insurance what is our revenue?
82.55 crores.
82.55 crore is the revenue, and we are doing better. We are mostly present in retail side.
But will we be able to continue with the same performance what we are doing it in this quarter, or every quarter that seasonality changes?
Yeah, it is better. I would ask Mr. Vinod Dhamarji, who is Group CFO, can tell the percentage.
Insurance, yes, I agree. There is some seasonality, but usually third and fourth quarters are always better. So we see fourth quarter also very good this year. Only the seasonality factor affects in the first Q1 and Q2. In Q3 there is a festive season, so on the occasion of Diwali, vehicle sales is usually more. And in the last quarter, the insurance and tax benefits factor emerges. So quarter 3 and quarter 4 are always good. So if you see our performance from last quarter, we secured the revenue of 61.4 crores, and this quarter we have secured 82.55 crores, which is again higher than the corresponding figure last year, that was 80.78 crores.
Okay. Great. One a little off question. Why are we not in the market prices? Our share market prices normally does not give a good P. Means all our industry peers are working at 11, 15 or 20 P. We are still at 6, 7 P. Means any particular reason?
You see, we are well diversified company and transparent. Corporate governance is very, very good. Excellent board, and we are focusing on our business, our profitability, our all other parameters, not share market. So I want to understand from you why our share is not up to the mark. That is a question to us also.
So aren't the promoters trying to buy from an open market or do a placement just because we see value in that?
Yeah, you see, legally we can do, but I think we cannot comment on this due to our legally, it is very difficult to comment on this.
Agreed, because I think some few percentage or very small thing was, I think, added in the last quarter of the promoters.
A very small percentage, 2% I think that is legally allowed. But so far we are not working on these lines. We thought that investors should take the benefit if low price is there.
Fine. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Suren Joy, an individual investor. Kindly proceed.
Hello. First of all, happy to see the good numbers. My questions are already asked by my fellow members. So just want to know that can an investor expect the same kind of numbers in the coming quarters, as well as can we expect new products from SMC? That's all.
Yes. You see, we are doing good. Quarter we are showing better performance, and we are very quite positive. We will continue to show good performance, but I cannot talk about numbers. Definitely, we are very positive on forthcoming quarters.
Okay. Also, we can expect new products from SMC, right?
Yeah, definitely. We during this quarter also we become International Gold Stock Exchange member in IFSC, and it's a new very few members are just it's a new exchange, and we have also opened a alternate investment fund category 3rd in GIFT City only.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, if you wish to ask a question, please press star 1. The next question is from the line of Siddharth Soni, an individual investor. Kindly proceed.
Hello, sir. Congratulations on the set of new excellent numbers. I would like to ask that is there a growth visible in the insurance broking business? Because I feel that the margins must be low in that.
Yeah, it's a very challenging business, insurance. As you know, certain broking houses are selling policies even at loss. So we are not in that business, but we are keeping our margin, we are keeping our market share, and we are growing. That I can say.
Okay.
And our technology is good, and we have shown our presence, and we are not in the TA.
We sold in last quarter 5,000 policies.
And in last quarter, if you say that we have sold insurance policies 5,80,000
in 9 months.
In 9 months.
So that is a really helpful number. Thank you.
Mr. Soni, any further questions?
No, not from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, if you wish to ask a question, please press star 1. The next question is from the line of Santosh Kondapuram, an individual investor. Kindly proceed.
First of all, thank you for giving the opportunity to ask questions, and congratulations on your great numbers quarter over quarter. Quick question regarding the revenue or the profits we are generating from stocks card. I think in the last quarter you mentioned that it is broken at even. So that is number one, and number two is what is the advertising or promotional activity that we are doing to publicize these products, because I do not see a lot of advertisements on social media or anywhere compared to competitors, even though we have such a good products. So if you can give your insights on this, that would be great.
Hello, so I'm Pranya Gowal, CEO of StocksCard, Moneyworks Invest Limited. So basically, the second question I would like to answer first because I need some clarification in the first question. The second question you asked about the promotional activities we are taking place. So we have the strategy of digital first. You wouldn't see much in the traditional print media, but you can, if you see on YouTube, Instagram, so we are present there heavily. We have tied up with many influencers who are promoting us through their videos, through their different market strategies, because we are into the business of, we are tracking millennials. So the average age of a StocksCard customer is lesser than you would have in a traditional broking house.
So that is our marketing strategy, and basically digital first, as we always say. So I think we can particularly expand this marketing strategy going forward, because this is I think this is something I can see growth in. And I'll need some clarification in your first question. Sorry, can you ask it again?
So what I meant was, from StockScott, is it possible for you to tell us, what is the revenue you are generating from StockScott compared to other?
So basically, I'll give you an idea. For the quarter, we have made around 4.5 crore of revenue, and we are on the trajectory to achieve break even in some time, and the revenue growth forecast looks good. We are launching a new mobile application and trading platform in the coming quarters, and we see a good growth shaping around the technological advancements. So are confident going forward.
Thank you, sir. Also, one last question. Will you be able to give us a breakup between advertising costs quarter-over-quarter? I think this is the industry practice. We have been getting those numbers. If you can share that, that would be helpful.
So breakup for advertisement costs, I think I have to get back to you, because it's something I need to check. But yeah, you can say that it's in the line of the industry. Like, I think that it's at par with the industry, the advertisement cost. But we have a different strategy for the spending.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Participants with questions, kindly press *1. The next question is from the line of Tanish Kanakia, an individual investor. Kindly proceed.
Yes, sir. Good evening, and congratulations on this excellent result. Firstly, sir, we've seen there's healthy growth on your broking business on a year-on-year basis, but we understand that the markets are very buoyant right now. So could you quantify how much of this is euphoria driven, and how much of these revenues can be sustainable in the long run?
See, we agree. Past 9 months or 1.5 years was excellent for the capital market, but we also firmly believe that this should remain continue, because as our economic survey said that 2.5 crore demat accounts were added. So still it is very, very less, because our capital market is still 4% penetrated, and we are having very high potential for capital market. People can, like US, and there is a penetration around more than 30%, 40%, and India still is 4-5%. It is very, very less. So great potential for India, and our economy is doing very well. Our GDP is very good. The future GDP is going to be very good, and SMC is also very good. Our processes are very good. Our independent directors, management directors, our entire board is doing very good, and so we understand we will be able to make it better in forthcoming quarters. And you see, we are expecting LIC IPO very near future. More than 2 crore accounts can be opened because of that, and all disbursement, PSU disbursement pipeline, and more companies, new age unicorns, and all traditional companies, they are coming with their IPOs. So very great future in capital market, and we are poised. We are very much excited to see the future, and we are very hopeful that we will do much, much better in time to come.
Okay, so these 2.5 crore accounts were opened this quarter, right? Or
yes.
This year?
No. 2 years. 9 months economic survey. Okay. 2 years, 2.5 crore account. So last 2 years, 2.5 crore account. Why this is a figure which had in our economic survey has said. It must be 2 years or 9 months, I think.
During COVID period.
During the COVID period.
Total demat account, CDSL and combined together is around 8 crore.
Total demat account and combined NSDL and CDSL is 8 crores.
Okay. And sir, can you let us know how is our market share today in the broking segment versus our peers like Angel or Motilal?
You see, our market share is around 2 to 3% in equity, commodity, and currency various segments, and we are maintaining that kind of market share. And I think Motilal and Angel, they have better market share. We can't comment on that.
Okay. And so, sir, I just want to ask you, so this quarter, like what was our net addition, the customers added to our stock card business in Q3? And also, can you tell us about what was the quarter-on-quarter growth in percentage terms?
Just hold on. Mr. Pranay Agarwal will speak on it. Yes. So, hello everyone. So, basically, for the first question, the quarter-on-quarter growth, quarter-to-quarter growth, we did about 10% growth quarter-on-quarter, and in terms of revenue, in terms of bottom line, you can say that we are on trajectory to achieve break-even. But currently we are in red, but that is because we are focusing on growth. And so basically for the clients added, we have added we have seen a good growth in the December and January month. But I'll comment about the quarterly. We have opened around 16,000 accounts, particularly in StockCard. For the third quarter, we opened 16,000 accounts. That is, if you consider comparison to the previous quarter, you can say that is about the same figure. But because we are concentrating on high value clients currently, and we will have high cost of acquisition. We'll increase the marketing budget when we will launch a new app, and we can have that strategy of growing our client base going forward. But currently we are focusing on high value clients. Our average revenue per client is, I can say it must be higher than the industry. So that is our focus currently.
Okay. And so, sir, you just mentioned 10% growth. So, isn't 10% growth in revenue? I would think that for online broking, it would be much higher, since you are focusing on high value clients too.
Right. So basically, I cannot comment about the industry, but since StockCard is a new company comparatively, so we have grown tremendously year on year. On the basis, you can say that 10% is not a big number, but we are about to launch a new app, and then we can have that kind of strategy to grow. Currently, we are just focusing on high value clients and to get a new market proposition. We want to launch a new market proposition with a new app, which will be path breaking. So currently, we are focusing on that.
Okay. Yeah. So when do you expect this business to break even and start contributing to the profits?
So I cannot comment about the particularly about the time period, but the trajectory shows that basically we are reducing our losses month on month, and the trajectory is good, the growth is good, and we'll be able to break even, and we'll be able to in fact earn profits shortly, but cannot comment about the time period. That we have to because that depends on the kind of growth we want to generate. Growth will need some capital, need some funds on cost on client acquisition. and so it can also reduce. It can also increase the losses sometimes. But the trajectory is good. I can say that the growth trajectory is very good. Yeah.
Okay. And what are the kind of investments you plan in this venture in FY23?
Sorry, your voice is not clear.
Yeah, am I audible now?
There's a lot of disturbance. Can you repeat your question?
I was asking, what are the kind of investments you are planning in this venture for FY23?
Are you able to?
Excuse me, this is the operator.
I think so. I got the question. The kind of investment we are planning. So basically, particularly in StockCard, we are starting the margin trading facility business, MTF business, which in StockCard, and it will need some investment. So we recently passed a resolution to infuse 3 crore rupees in our business, and that was passed last year, and that was passed in the last board meeting. And in the going forward, we will with the introduction of MTF, we will we'll have to increase the capital base, and we will in FY23 you can say around 20 CR we can see the kind of investment because of the introduction of MTF business. Around 20 crores you can expect in 23.
Okay. Okay, that was helpful, sir. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question, please press star 1. We have a follow-on question from the line of Tejas Shah from Unique Stock Pro. Kindly proceed.
Yeah, just on the building of investors' attention towards your stock, is the management looking to do some branding activity or some awareness activity? This is the only way of getting
online process. We always do conferences. Branding is regular exercise. Our ads on TV and social media and is always there. Huh?
What we are trying, not on that. I am saying, let us say our results were great, but then market doesn't seem to look at it. Or otherwise it gets ignored.
Market prices. Okay. See, we believe in doing the right thing and growing our business. So we believe that with the passage of time, investors would automatically take notice of it. Once we are declaring good results, we are doing good performance, automatically it will translate into fair valuation of the company. So right now our focus is not on the share price, because that is a function of ultimately the function of your performance in the business. If we are performing better, by the passage of time, automatically it will get reflected. Of course, we are doing, as a visibility, we are doing a lot of branding in digital media, in social media, and to increase our business, we are holding a number of webinars and seminars. So I'm sure that all these activities also gives a lot of visibility to the company, and more people become aware of it.
Okay.
Thank you. Participants with questions, kindly press star 1. Participants, if you wish to ask a question, please press star 1. As there are no further questions, I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Mahesh Gupta from SMC Global Securities Limited for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Myself, Mahesh Gupta. Thank you all for participating in this earning con call. I hope we have been able to answer
your questions satisfactorily. If you have any further questions, I would like to know more about the company, please reach out to our investor relations manager at Valorum Advisors. Thank you. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you very much to all.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of SMC Global Securities Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your line.